Yeah, it's fucking insane.
I feel like the more my channel is growing, the worse my mental health gets.
Okay, quick question. If money wasn't an issue, what career would you pursue? Your answer would probably sound like a kid's response to what they'd want to do when they grow up. Something that sounds exciting in theory, but considering the amount of work and luck involved, is probably unrealistic. Well, not too long ago, I had a chance to pursue my dream career. A chance to make it real. You see, I've always been obsessed with the idea of becoming a YouTuber. There was something about the freedom of the platform, the fact that you could share a video, a powerful story in your bedroom with the possibility of reaching millions. YouTube was kind of like Hollywood for the new generation, and at 12 years old, I was hooked. For 8 years, I experimented with all sorts of videos, spent hours learning how to edit, and made more YouTube channels than I could remember. And for 8 years, nothing worked out. That was until last year. See, in June of 2020, I made the decision to drop out of university. In my eyes, colleges were getting outdated, way too expensive, and for the stuff I wanted to do, a degree felt pretty useless. So I said fuck it. And with 800 subscribers, I was going to go all in on my YouTube and filmmaking dreams.
So right now I'm just working on my goals for YouTube. Ah, shit.
But the problem was, just like that, I ruined everything my parents had hoped for, what society expected me to do. I spoke to everyone around me, telling them my dreams and ambitions, but everyone just told me to go back to school. I immediately started to wonder if I'd made the right decision, so I tried finding any sort of validation that my decision wasn't insane.
Okay, so I've been doing a lot of research on other YouTubers who have dropped out of university or high school to actually pursue this whole YouTube thing, and I feel like all of them have had thousands of subscribers before they made that decision, and I'm at 800 subscribers. So
maybe I did need a backup. If I didn't want to go back to school, I had to find something that would make me money right now. Something that would prove to my parents and myself that I could make it without a college degree. But what was I going to do? What job would people let a 20-year-old take on? Well, maybe if I like telling stories so much, I should start a production company. Why not start shooting commercials, product videos, anything that would get me off the ground? I know I just started making YouTube videos again, but I think I'm gonna focus a little bit more time on trying to get clients and, just getting myself off the ground a little bit. Okay, it's been about 3 months since I've started my freelancing production company type of thing, and I haven't posted a YouTube video since, which I know is really bad, but take a look at this. So my last video literally posted like 3 months ago, and for some reason it's getting like 100 views an hour right now, which is freaking insane. And this is coming at a perfect time because I finally have time to actually sit down and finish up my next YouTube video, which is about the production company. So hopefully we can keep the momentum going, and I don't know, who knows what'll happen. So I'm coming back to check a couple of hours later, and look at this. What in the world is going on? Right now I'm just trying to speed through this YouTube video. Try to get it out as fast as possible, Okay, video number 2 is up, so hopefully something happens. 10K subs, and the video is doing amazing. I'm flipping the fuck out. That's freaking Amar from Yes Theory. What? I know. Things are moving really quickly all of a sudden. I just got out of 3 phone calls, and it's crazy to think that just a couple of months ago I was struggling to get emails back. Aperture just sent me some lights. Oh my goodness. What?
Okay, so things are getting confusing. Just the amount of emails and messages every single hour, it's like non-stop. And a lot of these emails are people asking me to shoot commercials for them. And all that stuff is great. But, I can't take on all of them. I feel like every time I decline someone, I'm just missing out on a good opportunity. And who knows, man, I might never get the amount of attention that I'm getting ever again. Might as well make the best out of it right now, right?
All of a sudden, this new path to success felt more like a fight for survival than an amazing opportunity. But this was supposed to be the dream, right? I mean, I was living the perfect start to a young filmmaker's career. I was the feel-good story, the guy who dropped out of university to follow their true passions. But why did I feel so unmotivated? Why did I dread waking up in the mornings? It felt like the more I continued to realize this dream, the less fulfilled I actually was, the less value I was actually providing. In fact, it was after I received the most money I'd ever seen from a client that I finally asked myself, if money wasn't an issue right now, what would I actually be doing?
All right, let's do this.
So for the last 3 months, I feel like I made the mistake of committing to short-term gains. I was taking on these video jobs that were easy to get. I was accepting way too many meetings. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for all of these opportunities that I've been given because of the success of my YouTube channel. But I feel like I'm pursuing these commercial jobs as an excuse to avoid YouTube, which was the reason why I decided to drop out of school in the first place. It was a way to cover up my fear of fully doubling down on what I was passionate about because of the risk that comes with pursuing a YouTube channel. But I think I just have to let go a little bit and accept the fact that there are gonna be hardships, and I think I just gotta let go, man.
This is what the next couple of weeks are gonna look like. Just devouring everything that I possibly can on YouTube. No more excuses. So I'm also working on a new video. So I built this thing for my stop motion animations out of 2 cardboard boxes, some glass panes from old picture frames, and kebab sticks. Just put this thing on top of a green screen, and then yeah, it works pretty well too. Okay, so I just got through finishing this whole book about YouTube. Super glad I got it.
Written by Mr. Beast's mentor, Daryl Eves takes an analytical approach to YouTube, opposite to the game of luck we all think of the platform to be. Some of the tips include a history of the YouTube ecosystem, understanding how to read data, being obsessive over titles and thumbnails, optimizing your video. But one tip that stood out to me was summed up in only a few words, and maybe it was the thing I truly should have been focused on, the thing that I was lacking all along. For the last couple of months, I've been working solo, trying to crawl to success without speaking to much more than a handful of interested friends. But what if I could find more like-minded individuals, a group of people that I could relate to, a second family that encouraged ambitious dreaming? And maybe there were other people who needed it too, a platform that gives us permission to let go, to tackle our craziest ideas and to stop hesitating to explore what's truly out there. There's a world of questions to answer, a world that needs more understanding, more stories. And who knows, maybe this can be a part of it. Hello. I need to whisper a little bit because it's 1:30 a.m. in the morning and there are people sleeping. But I just wanted to mention something real quick. A lot of people have been asking me about my process of how I tell stories, specifics on how I edit or make my stop motion animations. So I decided to create a Patreon. I already have a ton of things for you to look at, from the director's commentary to tutorials on my stop motion animations and all of my scripts. You can also hang out with me on Discord and watch early screenings of my films, see my process in real time from beginning to end.
Patreon is also a way for me to make crazier and crazier films on this channel. I'm done making things just in my room. I feel like there's so much more out there for me to explore. So if you have the means to support, it would be greatly appreciated. You can check out the Patreon down in the description. I love you guys. Peace.